I don't think that men should ever consider how happy they are. I think that for a man, the paradigm of analyzing yourself based on your mood is an incorrect way to approach life. I don't think it makes you competitive. I just don't think it makes you competitive. I feel like as a man, life is ultra competitive and you're constantly competing against other men, whether you realize it or not. The girl you want, other men want. If you get her, it's a competition. The dollar you want, other men want. If you get it, it's a competition. The status you want, other men want. If you get it, you won the competition. Man, life as a man is hyper competitive, and you need to build a mindset that allows you to compete at the highest echelons and the highest levels. And in my experience, the people who compete at the highest levels are not people who have any concern or care for how they feel on the day. You are a man with duties. You're a man with responsibilities. You must perform. You have things you must do, and you must do them regardless of how you feel.
Amazing dreams and goals and a vision for your life, which I think is so cool. But you're also willing to do the hard things that it's going to take to get there. You're willing to do the boring things, the annoying things, and that's what it's going to take. And that's why I know you're capable of bringing this vision for your life and bringing your dreams and your goals into the real world and making it a reality. And so I wanted to start this year off today by personally reminding you, you have power. In fact, you have so much more power than you realize. I didn't realize this until I was 54 years old. And that's why I want to remind you of this. It took me too long to figure this out. And now that I've figured out that I have power and that you have power and how to tap into that power, there's no way I'm going back.
You know you're supposed to go to the gym. You know you're supposed to train, learn how to fight. You know all these things. You don't do them. That's your decision. It's your prerogative. I didn't make that choice. I made the choice to do it all. I decided all of it. That every single man watching this can do the exact same thing, which is why I have very little pity. When I do these streams and people think I'm arrogant or I'm rude to people, or even to you earlier when I was making jokes and I've been joking with the girls,
You're
saying
good,
drink the
bro.
soy latte.
I'm not, yeah.
Of course, and I know we're only joking, right? But the point is that's a conscious decision you made. I would never make fun of someone who hasn't got a choice. I wouldn't make fun of someone born with one
I
arm.
have a choice though.
But if you've made a fucking decision to be less than you should be, then I believe you should be mocked for that decision.
I agree. It says be like water. And people see that as be fluid and just go with the flow. I disagree. If you're like water, you're necessary for life. You are scary when you're enraged. You're powerful. You're beautiful when you're calm. You're so many things when you're like water, right? So if I'm enraged, it's like water behind a dam. You just got to put the dam in place. And you got to get the turbo, the hydroelectrics put in. Don't tsunami your life. Put the energy somewhere.
I find it
Giving your power to other people, to what they think, to what they do, to what they say, to their moods. It's exhausting, isn't it? That's why you have no time and energy. This year is going to be different. This year is going to be different because, like me, you're going to use the let them theory this year. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to talk a lot about it this year because the let them theory is a simple mindset tool that immediately shows you what's in your control and what's not in your control. And any psychologist will tell you, when you spend time and energy on things that are not in your control, it just stresses you out. We're not doing that this year. We're taking our power back. How do you do that? You're going to learn to let them. Anytime somebody is making you upset or stressing you out or worrying you or hurting you or draining your energy or not making you happy or blah, 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 you're just going to say,
amazing that people will sit there and spend all their time upgrading that character, making as much money as they can, getting the best guns, getting strong, getting some hoes, meeting important people, getting the best car. They'll do all that in a game, but they won't do it in real life. I find that incredible. Like, my life is GTA. I don't need to play a game for GTA. If I want a gun, I'll fucking buy it. If I want a car, I'll fucking buy it. I want a bitch, I'll get her. It's me. I am GTA. I don't see why people play the games. They play the games because they're scared of loss. Because if you die in the game, you get another chance. If you lose in the game, you get another chance. In life, you get one shot.
Damn, that's...
But if you get some balls, that's what life is as a game. That's what life is as a man. This is one big video game. You get to upgrade your character. You're not born with any value. All these women that you just put me on with are born with value. They're pretty already. They're gorgeous already. They're good looking enough. Even if they're a 5, someone's going to give a shit they exist because someone wants to fuck them. As a man, if you don't make yourself valuable, you have no value. You have to get up and do it. Just like a video game, you start with fucking 0. You have to decide if you want to complete it. You have to upgrade your character.
All the time, every single mental health month. Depression's the worst thing in the world, it's disease. You think you're helping, you're doing the opposite.
Stop telling people that they can't fix it. Stop telling them it's a disease that's not their fault, and start telling people, look, if you work hard, you can feel better. You're depressed now, but if you go to the gym and you work out and you train, you get a good body, you start getting social, you get some friends, go to some social clubs, start to meet people, start to do things, you will feel better. That is far more healthy than talking about it's a disease we can't fix, take these pills. The gym has been proven to fix more depression than antidepressants. This has been proven, this is statistical. So when I say depression isn't real, people say, what you're saying is dangerous and you're gonna hurt people. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to wake people the fuck up. If you're watching this and you're depressed, go to the gym tomorrow morning. And I guarantee you, if you're, no matter how depressed you are, if you're considering suicide, promise me this, get a 6-pack first. And by the time you got the 6-pack, you won't want to do it anymore. That's how it works. This is why not enough men are motivated enough. There's only one thing on the planet you actually have control over. You can't control the weather. You can't control your health. You can get a brain aneurysm or a heart attack. You can't control other people. The only thing you can actually really truly control is what you think. That's the only thing you can change in real time. You can be thinking of red and change it to blue. So why are you not controlling your own mind? It's your asset. It's your ally. It's your friend. Why would you make an enemy out of the only thing you have control over? I refuse to do that. It doesn't make sense to me. The worst thing on earth that could happen to a man could happen to me. And I guarantee you, I would still label myself happy. I'm happy because that's who I am. That's how I view myself. That's what I've decided.
My life is my responsibility. And let's look at that word responsibility. Responsibility is just the ability to respond. And when you start to respond to the world around you in a way that makes you proud, when you start to respond to situations in a more peaceful and confident manner, when you start to respond to the daily stressors by not allowing it to stress you out, you know what you have? You have power.
I can't